Hello guys, and welcome to episode 30 of Dolphins Daily. Today the Miami Dolphins have a bye week, and it is a much needed bye week for the Miami Dolphins. Right now on the screen you're going to be looking at the upgrades from over the last weeks, from week 1 all the way to week 9. We have been upgrading players, but I haven't shown it yet until now, and I thought this would be the perfect time too. So for the next couple of minutes you're going to see all the players we upgraded and their ratings currently. But let's talk about the Dolphins franchise and how it's been going for us so far. Currently, the Dolphins are 5-3 in the AFC East, tied with the New England Patriots, and the Buffalo Bills are currently 4-4. And it's a tight race in the AFC East, and you're going to see the standings here later when we get to the later portion of the video. But my thoughts on the franchise is I think it's been going pretty well so far. I know at the beginning of the first 4 weeks I really did like the gameplay. We were winning games. We started off 4-0, and then after those games we lost like 3 straight, and the sliders weren't really where they needed to be because Madden had an update and they had tuning updates along with that as well, and so I had to make a couple slider changes, and I'm going to talk about that pretty soon. But I think the sliders where they're at now after playing this Washington Redskins game, I think they're fine. Hopefully the sliders can remain consistent, and it's really going to tell how these sliders are or what I need to change with these next coming games. We have the Bills, the Jets, and the Patriots over these next 3 weeks, so we're really going to see how these sliders take into effect or how they play. But they should play fine. But yeah, I think the franchise has been going pretty smooth so far. It's definitely better than last year. Last year I didn't really have a quality microphone and commentating wasn't as good. So, and also the gameplay has gotten better now. We're not struggling to score points, and with the slider changes I made, we're able to score points and able to play defense. So I want to talk about the slider changes I made. You won't see them here in this video, but it's a couple things that I changed with the user and the CPU. So the first thing I changed was the quarterback accuracy for the user. I believe I had that around 30 to 35, and now I bumped it up to 40 because for some odd reason Madden, after what was this December patch or this tuning update, the quarterback accuracy on 30 was just horrendous. A lot of Ryan Tannehill, especially in the Giants video, if you watched it on that last pass, that shouldn't have been a pass so off the target that Kenny Stills couldn't even catch it. But nonetheless, I raised the quarterback accuracy from around 30 to 40 now. You're still going to see inaccurate passes, but it won't be as much. The next thing that I changed was the run blocking. I set that to 100, and that's the highest we're gonna get. I don't know what I could do if the run game's not there. I know EA, they set in a patch or a tuning update that the run block slider for users or whatever it is, it's now returned to its original default value where it was at the beginning of the year. And when we played that game against the Giants, we averaged 1.8 yards with Kenyon Drake, and that was just ridiculous because the Giants didn't really have a stupendous front seven, and we couldn't even run the ball like that. So I bumped that up to 100, and that seems to be a good spot. I also did bump up the CPU run blocking as well to 86. Lastly, and the last thing that I changed with these sliders was the pass defense reaction time. I had a bit of a struggle with them here because I thought the higher the slider, the better the reaction time. And recently I just searched on a video, Madden pass defense reaction time, and someone did an experiment on it, and it proved that the lower reaction time, it means the better or the quicker the player reacts to the pass or the routes that a receiver run. So I have that set at 40 now, so the cornerbacks are going to defend a lot more, and you guys won't have to continuously see my cornerbacks get burnt. It became a bit frustrating because I just didn't know what to do until I found that video. But that's just about all the slider changes I made. We're over the middle way of the season. We didn't make any trades. I didn't really feel like there needed to be trades. And we're going to take a look at the scouting report, or the players I have scouted soon, or some players that I might be interested in. But yeah, everything's been going pretty well. I mean, if you guys have any feedback for me, let me know. I'm willing to take feedback and try and make this series as best as I can. A little side note here, I am still working on my GM series. I'm not sure if this video will be up before the first or the second episode with gameplay of that my GM will come out. I'm around 16 games played, and I'm waiting to finish my 20th game to upload that first video. The second real video is completed and is ready to be uploaded, but I just have to finish my 20th game. I don't want to get caught behind on content and then take more time than I would need uploading or trying to create videos. But we're gonna move on here to scouting here. The first guy I really liked was Jonathan Turk. It's cornerback, and I think cornerback might be a main focus or point of emphasis for us this year in the off season. He has good coverage. The next one is Derek Childress. He is a late third rounder. He was projected to go number 1, in the first round, but he's now fallen. Adam Schmidt, another tight end. I think it wouldn't hurt having another tight end on the roster. Adonis Glover and Mike Gesicki, I think they're doing a good job with the team and the season so far. And we're gonna look at the re-signings from around the league. I did all of this in the bye week, so I thought it would be a perfect time here as well to just do the re-signings and see what players I want and don't want to keep. We tried to re-sign Devontae Parker, but he isn't too happy with the contract. But we did re-sign Kenyon Drake, which is a huge advantage, and we're gonna make sure we sign Devontae Parker too. Got to get him what he wants. I think he's a vital role to this receiver group that we have currently. Josh Sitton, he likes the offer and he will re-sign there. I'm not too sure if this was a bad offer, but I'm feeling pretty average about it. He is 30 years and he's known to have a lot of injuries, but the way he's playing now, this hasn't been hurt. It's been playing pretty well. The O-line has really improved compared to last season, so I just had to offer him that contract. And taking a look at the standings or the power rankings from around the league, as this video winds down, you're gonna see all the team records. But we're coming down to the end of the video. If you guys have any feedback for me, like I said earlier in the video, just let me know. I'm trying to make this series as best as I can, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. But that is gonna do it for the end of this video, and I will see you guys later. Tune in next time for the next episode of Dolphins Daily.